Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today for another Visit Bakersfield webinar Wednesday. My name is Evangelina Medina. I am the Senior Sales Representative at Visit Bakersfield. And today we're so excited to have you here joining us as we explore the sound of curbside cuisine, featuring 3 of our local food trucks and curbside cuisine located right here in Bakersfield. We'll be speaking with the Poke Express, Michelangelo Woodfire Pizza, and Punjabi Dhaba. We'll get a chance to hear from each food truck, and they will share information on their specialty food items, their hours of operation, and where they can be located throughout the city of Bakersfield. After all 3 speakers have shared their information, we will open up for questions at the end of the webinar. And you can submit all questions through the Q&A feature here on Zoom. And if you're joining us on Facebook Live, please be sure to submit those questions in the comment section. So if you have questions as the webinar is going on, just submit those and we will get to those at the end. And if you're joining us on Zoom, please be sure to stick around for a quick poll before logging out today. All right, so with that, we will get started and dive right into Bakersfield's curbside cuisine.
Keep on trucking, baby. I got to keep on.
Hi, my name's Emma, and I am the owner and operator of the Poke Express, and I have here Vanessa as well, who helps me. Poke is basically, it literally means cubed fish, and it's a Hawaiian dish, traditional Hawaiian dish. So I think it started when, fishermen would catch their fish, and any leftover fish that they didn't sell in the market, they actually cubed and made it into a dish. So that's actually how poke started. And we make California style poke bowls. So we have, different sides that we put in the bowl, different sauce and toppings, and it goes over rice or, fried wonton chips if you want the nacho version. And Poke Express actually started in 2017. So we didn't have any poke places here back then. So I was like, you know what, we need one here. And this is how it started. I actually started in the farmer's market, and then we do, events throughout the year. We cater as well. And now we're doing breweries. Today, I am making our famous poke nachos. So this is one of our popular items. And what comes in it are seaweed salad and imitation crab. And we also put in some cucumbers, edamame, and then kimchi, optional if you'd like. And we put in our ahi. After the ahi, the sauce that we put are sesame shoyu. So sesame shoyu is basically a mixture of soy sauce and sesame oil. And then our homemade spicy mayo. And we top it with furikake, which is roasted seaweed and sesame seeds. And green onions. And there you have it. Raw fish is not your thing, we do have other dishes. One popular one is called the bulgogi fries. So it's like a sada fries, but with bulgogi. And bulgogi is basically Korean barbecue, and it's beef with veggies on top of fries, and then we top it off with a fried egg and our famous spicy mayo and green onions. We are, every other Thursday, we are at Crusader Brewing. They're off of District. And then every Fridays, we have Aloha Fridays here at Great Change. And then some Saturdays, we are up in Tehachapi. There's a brewery up there that we go to called West Lane Brewing. And every first Saturday, we are at Dorner Family Vineyard. It's also up in Tehachapi. And then we do, deliveries for lunch throughout the week as well. So just give us a call. You can find us on social media at The Poke Express and Facebook.com, The Poke Express Bakersfield.
Got to give you all good shame on me, yeah. Love, I let control me, yeah. For just one kiss.
So we're Michelangelo's Wood-Fired Pizza. We have a mobile wood-fired oven, and we travel around Kern County and surrounding areas doing specialty events, and we do pop-ups during the week.
Keep on trucking. Hey, got to give you.
So all of our pizzas are the same size. They're 10-inch wood-fired pizzas. Some of our specialties are Caribbean Spice, which has a pineapple mango sauce, sausage and jalapeno. Boys of Summer, which is sausage, chorizo, linguiça, and fried onions. And for the month of October, we have Oktoberfest pizza, which is brats, caramelized onions, and a mustard on it, a beer mustard.
It's my love Jones and I feel like I'm on fire.
So we've set up with 2 different breweries. On Fridays, we're here at Crusader Brewing in their parking lot. On Sundays, we're over at Great Change Brewing, serving them. So this is our wood-fired oven. It's 7,000 pounds of oven that we pull around. We believe that wood-fired pizza has the most unique flavor out of all the different pizzas, and that's why we went with wood-fired. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, Michelangelo's Wood-Fired Pizza, and our website is michelangeloswoodfiredpizza.catering. Or you can give us a call at 661-742-5360.
I'm looking for your love, you sweet and slow. I'm choking.
This is myself, Balwinder Singh Saini, and my wife's name is Mansi. And we operate this thing from 3.5 years, almost 3.5 years, 3+ years. It was started, we took a little big restaurant in Bakersfield, it was called Chaat India, but that didn't work out for us. Then we came here and it was very slow. In the very first day we had $2 sale. Then slowly people came, as one came, had a food, he referred someone, then they came, they referred someone. That's how it all started. And one family came, I think they came here by mistake, but they were from the Bay Area. And then they brought like 13 or 14 families on the Thanksgiving Day. And I had no sitting, nothing. The trailer used to be here, and they had their food on the car there. So next year I plan the shed. But so I had a health issue. I used to drive a truck. Then I came to know about the non-GMO products, organic products, cold press oil. So we use cold press oil in our cooking. It's little expensive, but it's good on heart. Then we use lots of stuff is non-GMO organic. We try to first get non-GMO organic. If we are not able to find that, then we go with the regular one. And we only have here 5-6 items, not more than that. Me and my wife cooks, and we are not able to do more than that because it's a slow cooking, and slow cooking takes a time. But if someone comes and have a food here, out of 100 I have 98 to 99 repeat. I have like repeat, even from Bay Area, Los Angeles, San Diego, I have a repeat. Like I know that Thanksgiving is coming, so these customers are going to come. Some bread masala. It's a potato, cauliflower, all the spices, different, all these spices with herbs, green chili, cilantro, fenugreek, all these goes in this. And then it's made like this. It goes in the dough and it goes over there, and that's how it's made. And it's made every day morning fresh. Like once this is sold out, now tomorrow, not today again. If it is left, we'll trash in the evening, but if the leftover is once a while. Generally, we are sold out by afternoon on this one. So these are the all spices goes in it. Everything is made from scratch. Like in general, in restaurants, they have 2-3 gravies. We don't have a gravy system here. Everything comes from the scratch. The method of making chicken tikka masala and the shahi matar paneer is same, but they taste different because the paneer and the green peas goes in it. They are going to give their flavor. The chicken tikka masala we have, the chicken we cut, marinate for 24 hours, then goes in the tandoor, cooks over there. Once it gets cooled down, then it's cut in small cubes, and then it goes in the royal gravy, like the one that is made for chicken tikka masala. We don't use nuts. Generally, the nuts are used in the royal gravy, but in America, people are allergic to nuts, so we minus the nuts from there. Then there's a dal makhani, the lentil. It's a lentil, but it's a buttery flavor because it's cooked with butter. It has like 2-3 stage of cooking. Slow cooking, saute. Once it gets cold, it gets little thick. Then again it's saute, and then the butter. Thanksgiving is like the local people here, they go out, I think, like my local clientele is truckers. But Thanksgiving weekend, they are not here. Like I'll have maybe 2% local and 98% will be out of town. Someone call us for the photograph of the food to take a picture, and we asked. She says she's calling from New York Times, and it was a little surprise to us. We thought somebody's joking with us, so we also joked with her. But next day she came, and we said, "Can we see your ID?" And she had the New York Times ID. So we asked her, "When did the New York Times came here? Because it's Bakersfield, New York Times doesn't make sense." And then she told us they are trying here from 8-9 months, and that was a big surprise to us because nobody told us that they are from the newspaper and like that. And when the pictures came in the newspaper, we saw one picture belongs to 8-9 months old because that's the very first. The saag had big onions in it. And that was done by mistake because I didn't have the small onions and I just dumped it, and then I realized it's the big onions, not the small ones. And that picture came in the News 18, I think, picture. So that was a big surprise. But once it came in New York Times, I got clients from all over America. Still people come and they have the cutting. If they are like 99%, we know that they are our regular. I may not know the name, but I know the faces. But if I see any new face, I ask them how did they heard about us, and they still tell us New York Times. They show us the cutting, and that feels very good.
I got to get the yards with love.
People come and say, oh, we read it in New York Times, or we read it here, we saw it on the blog. We feel good. Then we have little more enthusiasm to do it.
I've got a fever.
Yeah, we are on Union Avenue, 2546 South Union Avenue, between White Lane and Pacheco.
Baby, I got to keep on trucking.
They can go on Google or on internet, Punjabi Dhaba, Bakersfield, and all the contact information comes over there.
It's a power straight to you. I'm trucking in old temptations rain. I'm ducking for your love through sleet and snow. I'm trucking.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. Today we have with us Emma from the Poke Express, and she's available for questions. And also we have several questions from our website and our webinar that you all submitted. So we'll go over those now. I don't know if you wanted to say hi, Emma.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. All right, so our first question, and maybe you can answer this, Emma, how has the pandemic affected your business?
You know what, to be honest, it hasn't actually. We've gotten really great support from the community. We just make sure that, you know, we follow like the county's like health department guidelines. So that way, you know, we keep ourselves safe and other people.
Right. Okay, great. Okay, our next question. Some food trucks operators eventually decide to open a brick and mortar store. Do you see that in your future, Emma? Oh, I think she may be frozen. Okay.
This is like it works. This setup right now that we have works out for us. So I'm leaning more towards going mobile. So probably a food truck or a trailer.
Oh, okay, perfect. The next question is, what is the difference between traditional and California style poke?
Traditional poke is actually just the cube fish that's marinated in shoyu, and then it's eaten over rice or by itself. So California, because you know we're a little bit extra over here, we add more sides. So it's more of like a deconstructed sushi roll. You know, you have the seaweed salad, the imitation crab, the cucumbers, the edamame over rice, and then you have all these sauces and toppings on it. So there's a little bit more that goes in the California bowl compared to like the traditional like Hawaiian poke, like the way they eat it.
Okay, very cool. All right, and then the next question, to what do you attribute the recent popularity of the poke places in Bakersfield?
You know what? When I started in 2017, that's actually when they all started like popping up. I would like to say that I did a big contribution to it because I want to say we were one of the first ones that actually started the poke trend here in town. So that's also the reason why I chose poke is because we didn't have any back then. And I wanted to bring that here in Bakersfield. So, like you said, we started at the farmer's market, and then that same year, I think 2 or 3 other places have opened up.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. So you were the trendsetter here. That's awesome. Our next question is for pizza, Michelangelo Pizza, but unfortunately they were not able to join us for the Q&A, but I can answer the question based off of their website. So the question is, do you serve pizza exclusively or any sides? And their website says that they offer garden salad, pasta salad, antipasto salad, antipasto platter with assorted meats and cheese, wood fire roasted mixed vegetables, wood fire roasted bacon wrapped asparagus, wood fired mixed mushrooms, meatballs and vodka sauce, and garlic knots. So lots of options there for Michelangelo Pizza for sides. Okay, another question, Emma, for you. Does your food truck take credit cards?
Yes, we do. We take credit cards, cash, and Apple Pay if you want to go contactless.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are kind of going towards that nowadays. I think 10 years ago.
Right, yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
And what's your most popular dish, Emma?
I would say it's a toss-up between the poke nachos and the bulgogi fries.
Okay.
Yep.
I tried the nachos. And what makes Bakersfield and Tehachapi customers unique? And do we request things that customers might not?
What makes them unique? I'm not sure. We just keep going there because they don't really have this type of food out there. It's minimal. So, that's why we keep coming back, because they keep requesting us to come back as well. So
Right.
I guess they enjoy this type of food. And they don't really have like a poke place out there.
Perfect. All right. Well, I think that's all our questions. If anybody has any more questions, you can submit them now before we begin to conclude. But I want to thank everyone for joining us today for Visit Bakersfield's webinar Wednesday, featuring the sound of curbside cuisine. I want to thank our 3 food trucks that participated, the Poke Express, Michelangelo Pizza, and Punjabi Dhaba. And I hope that you learned a lot and will visit these food trucks in the future. And also don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and visit our website for any information and any updates on these on different locations throughout Bakersfield and our different events. We will be uploading a video of this webinar on our Facebook, our website, and our YouTube channel. So if you don't follow us on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share. And before logging out today, please complete the quick poll that we have available on your screen. And thank you for joining us again on Webinar Wednesday.
Thanks for having me.